our behavior has stopped the spread of the virus. God did not stop the spread of the virus.
In America, we need more prayer, not less.
Welcome to the most offensive podcast ever. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to another episode of the most offensive podcast ever. I'm Slimmy V, and today I'm going to be talking about Trump allowing churches to open. Okay? Many people call him an antichrist for doing so. Now, let's kind of tackle that. He's not the antichrist for allowing churches to open and worship and praise and pray. That's not antichrist. That's actually pro-God and pro-Christ, right? Pro-Jesus Christ, right? So let's cancel that out. Just stop it, you know. Number one, there are rules, regulations, and guidelines set forth by the CDC and how churches are to conduct their services, okay? It's called, and I dub this terminology, practice safe worshiping, okay?
Thank you very much. At my direction, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention is issuing guidance for communities of faith. I want to thank Dr. Redfield and the CDC for their work on this matter and all the other work they've been doing over the past, what now seems like a long period of time. Today, I'm identifying houses of worship, churches, synagogue, and mosques as essential places that provide essential services.
Now, let's move on, right? He took power away from the state, from the mayor, from the governor, because what they essentially was allowed to do is arrest those that was gathering together, those that were opening up churches, whether you was doing it up safely or whatever, you still was ticketed, you still was arrested. He took that power away from the state and gave you back your power, your right, your natural born right to assemble and worship if you want. But you got to do it according to the guidelines, okay? But at least you can go to your churches and open. Here's another point. Another point is, just because he says to the governor and to the mayor or whatever that they must allow churches to worship does not mean that you have to open. It's a choice that you have to go and open up your churches. And if the churches are open, you as members have a choice to join them. You don't have to go. Nobody's holding a gun to your head. Nobody is putting a pistol at your throat saying go and worship Yahweh now. You know? So let's just throw that aside. Let's go to a little bit of scripture. In the scripture, it says, where two or more are gathered, Christ is in the midst, okay? So there's power, there's strength in numbers. There's power when two or more are gathered physically together to hold hands and pray, okay? You cannot go out and protest by yourself. You need a group of people because there's strength in numbers. So that's essentially giving you back your power that was taken away from you due to this coronavirus. Okay? People were being arrested for having church services safely. Some of them were having church services safely. People were being ticketed when they had drive-through church. Okay, the cars was apart, windows were open, they was listening to a sermon. It was a drive-through church and they were ticketed. That's crazy. That's too much power. That's going on. And he spoke about how the liquor stores was essential to some people. Oh man. He spoke about the abortion clinics was essential to some people. He said, in the same way these are essential to some people, churches, mosques, and synagogues are essential to those people.
Some governors have deemed liquor stores and abortion clinics as essential, but have left out churches and other houses of worship. It's not right. So I'm correcting this injustice and calling houses of worship essential.
Being around people and praying together and singing together are essential to those members. So why are we taking that away from them? Some people don't feel like how I do. I feel like I got God with me, Yahweh with me all the time, so I can be alone, right? And just because I could be alone does not mean other people can do the same thing. Okay? So churches are essential to those people, man. Like, they are used to all their lives going to church and having the freedom to praise, sing, worship, dance, and all that stuff. Yeah, you was doing it online, which is a great thing. Yeah, you was doing it over the phone, but nothing is like being together. And y'all know this because some of y'all club goers and are fiending to go out to a party, right? To dance together with other people, to listen to music, to drink, and to do all this stuff together physically with people. I mean, we're natural human beings. We're naturally need to be around people, touching people, feeling people, hugging, kissing, and all of that. It's a natural, we're naturally affectionate beings. Naturally. How do you make little beings? You know, you make little beings by being closely together. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. But anyway, besides the point, that's the end of this. I don't think Trump was wrong for allowing churches to open. He's not forcing you guys to go out there and worship.
I call upon governors to allow our churches and places of worship to open right now. If there's any question, they're going to have to call me, but they're not going to be successful in that call. These are places that hold our society together and keep our people united. The people are demanding to go to church and synagogue, go to their mosque. Many millions of Americans embrace worship as an essential part of life. The ministers, pastors, rabbis, imams, and other faith leaders will make sure that their congregations are safe as they gather and pray.
Practice safe worshiping, guys. Follow the rules. Wear your mask. Wear your gloves. Sanitize wherever you at, and it will be okay. Okay, little by little, we're going to start to open up safely. We're smart. We know how to adapt. We're human beings. We're intelligent creatures.
The governors need to do the right thing and allow these very important, essential places of faith to open right now for this weekend. If they don't do it, I will override the governors. In America, we need more prayer, not less. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Let's do what we're supposed to do. Let's still follow the rules. You know, don't go where you're not supposed to go, okay? And still stay quarantined at home. Still do what you have to do. If you don't trust what's going on with the churches opening up, stay home. It's your right. You have that right, but you also have the right to do it safely. Okay? Well, I'm Slimmy V. This is the most offensive podcast ever. If you're not offended, you're not listening. God bless, stress less, and let Yahweh do the rest. I'm out.